Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee, and today I'm going to be doing a little bit of poking around with the floating islands here, which are intended to be a reinterpretation, modernly, of the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. And I feel like we did a few things right and a few things wrong with this, so I'm just going to come in and kind of start playing with it some. For one thing, all of our islands are exactly level. And I feel like having level terrain at the top of all the islands is kind of a waste because, like, for example, if I come up to this one, it's just like it's flat, and I mean, we've got all this land out here. We could have done something where the water comes around the outside, and I don't know. I'm looking at it. I like it, but I feel like it could be better. So for right now, first thing we're gonna do is plug this up right here, such that it is not a place that stuff can escape. Let's see. Actually, wait, did I just do this wrong? I think I did this wrong anyway. I probably should have, well, whatever. Well, there we go. Cool. So, we now have our water here, and it looks like some of these really could be source blocks. There's no reason for these not to be all source blocks. Great. So we just hop in there. Now that we've gotten rid of the water-related issues, what I want to do is actually start elevating this entire area of this island. Essentially, every island should have, like, a higher side, I think, and then a lower side, and then the water would flow logically from the higher to the lower side. And then that would also allow us to offset these rings, so they would have, like, elevation changes as the island itself increased in elevation. So, let's say we come around through here and just throw a bunch of dirt all over the place, like so. I'm probably going to need more dirt than I've got on me, so we will just grab more dirt and throw it over here. Once again, we'll move the rings to be higher later. And I'm thinking about adding an additional tier of rings beneath the islands. Like, it seems like, for example, okay, so let's say that the water starts coming in back here or something almost. Well, okay, so the water's going to come in and fall here, it looks like. No, there. And there. So that's, how does that make sense? Well, whatever, I'll play with it. We will figure this out and we'll make it happen. Hey, Topmast joined and left. That's always fun of him. So we can just pop through here a little bit. Dang it, I'm having a hard time clicking all this stuff. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Lots of extra dirt. So we could even now start having some sort of channel for the water once we feel like we are there, which I'm not sure we do. But okay, so half the island is now slightly taller. And that's a good start, but I think that a significant part of the island should be a significant amount taller. So we can just kind of come through like so here. Probably should not have covered that one that had the grass underneath it, because that's conveying the grass upward. Not that these are going to be grassy. Well, some of them might. Okay. So we can just kind of come back through here like so. I'm going to have to break the glowstone, I guess, which is a shame. Should have thought of that earlier. Whatever. I've got some netherrack here that I was planning to use to pillar up because it's real easy to, not have to worry about netherrack. Okay, so if I built dirt out here, like so, then I broke one of, okay, so it looks like if I broke this here, I could then break the netherrack on my way down here. Okay, now I've got to go back up and re-break this because it's gotten stupid. Okay, that's not the one I wanted to break, so we're going to come up through here. Okay. So we allow that to fall there, and, oh yeah, I forgot to dig the channel properly. So there's also that issue of the channel. Okay, we can adapt and overcome past that, though. So we are just going to grab even more dirt, because clearly that is going to be the solution to any problem we have in this episode. Just throw more dirt at it. And up like here. Does this actually have a reasonable... Yeah, see, that doesn't seem like too crazy an elevation change. It's just a little different, okay? Oh, I should have just cut down the elevation over on this side. Oh well. Whatever. Too late now. Well, that was not what I wanted to do, but it is too late to fix. Because it's not like there are any tools in this game that we can use to solve problems as we encounter them. Okay. So. Great. So now everything is significantly darker, and this water is just a terror. So we are gonna go ahead and take care of that. Okay, so this is where the center of the water was, right here, I think. Okay. If I break this, am I gonna die? Okay, good. Probably should have, you know, had an answer to that question in advance. Oh, you know what we're gonna do real quick? Boom. Temporary lighting. Ta-da. Okay. So now I know if I break this block here, then that will lead to... Dang it, there. What I really want to do is bring it over this way one. But that is just... Okay, if I'm on top of here, then that's also just kind of not far out enough. I might have to just kind of scoop out with some of this dirt. It seems kind of dumb, but maybe that's the way to do this. And then just kind of have that there. And have the kind of low-lying area kind of spread this way. And grass, you know what, you're not coming this way quickly enough. So then I just kind of come up here. Have this like so. Kind of bring that up and around. Could even bring this kind of further out, but I don't know. Okay. So, let's go ahead now and take out this block. Well, we were like 90% there. We got so close. It just didn't quite get it. Okay, so we kind of got this like catching thing here. And that kind of conveys it down and around that way, which is all right, but how about this? Yeah. And then we can also have that open up, which will kind of go, well, really? Okay. There we go. So now we have kind of this neat little terraced downhill watery thing happening here. We're going to want to flesh this out back here so it doesn't seem so brittle, because it just kind of looks silly right now. And wow, that really brings this part close to this part, doesn't it? Like the hill isn't connected actually, but it brings it close, which I'm not sure I love. But I don't know, we could always bring this side down more, but that's a pain too, in its own all sorts of different ways. So bring these out here, block, there we go. So that's kind of cool. Got our natural flow. Let's go ahead and recover that. Oh, hey, there's actually grass under that. That I would not have expected. So while we allow this grass to regrow, we can also then begin trying to figure out what we want to do in terms of these orbits. Like, part of me thinks that the way to do it is going to be just to have the rings kind of follow the natural tilt here. So, like, these would actually deserve to be one higher. Like, they'd be here. And hit that dirt. Boom, boom. And then this one I guess... Ooh, actually that gets kind of awkward on the corner there. I guess this one would be up here. At this level. And then this next one would be up here at this level. Assuming that's how that we wanted to go with that. But really, we might want to actually have dirt there just because that looks kind of awkward, I think. Okay, cool. Oh good, there are mobs down there waiting to convey me into their maws. Their wonderful waiting maws. Okay, so how best to do this? Like, it's going to be kind of weird having it not... Like, having the elevation change. Because you know what? I was actually kind of thinking... The rings should be kind of continuous, and this is going to be a gap here if I break this one, see? See, that's no longer going to look entirely natural in the same way that we would have liked it to. So, grab that, and that, and that, and that. Well, we got some of them. Place these... Yeah, see, that's kind of weird there. But, oh, the way to do that might be to actually, in fact, put that there. And then that one there. And then... And we could even go so far as to have some of these, like this one and this one, also kind of be slightly higher. So that they're kind of leading up toward that. Yeah, I kind of like that. Okay. So now that means then that this next one would actually be one higher here. Well, or this one would be one higher. So we're going to come up here, add that, have that be one higher. And then have this come around like so to here, where it will be up there. Great. So that's kind of weird. But I like it. It's very orbital. It gives the impression of an orbit. It's very orbituary. So then I guess I have to kind of go here with this one if I want to do that. These definitely, I mean, they'll keep people from falling off the edge to some degree, but they're not magic. They don't feel magical. Right? I feel like they're too close to the edges to be both magical and to keep people from falling off the edge. We're getting one or the other. Now if we come over here and kind of do the same thing, I'm going to have to kind of start elevating these ones first. Oh hey, Monkey Farm's house is coming along neatly. That's nice. And then we can go ahead here and tap some of these. Probably going to have to run down there and get those. That's not ideal, but what can be done. Cool. And maybe I'll even go so far as to do that. Like, kind of have it come in. Okay, cool. I hear a lot of spiders down there, and I probably shouldn't jump on the plants, but I really want to go and recover some of the stuff that I've dropped already. Luckily, I've got my spider killing sword here. And we will just run around and pick up all that fancy expensive quartz. Oh hey, don't steal my broken dropped dirt. That's not cheap. Okay, so where's the rest of the quartz I dropped? Here it is, all right here. Nicely clustered. I actually don't see any sign of the spiders. Are they... Oh, it's actually inside of there. Oh, that's funny. How come it has an enchantment? Do spiders spawn naturally with enchantments sometimes? Or does that mean he's like drowning or something? Well, he's dead now. So we'll never know. Yay, mysteries. And ignorance. Yay. Okay, cool. So this little terraced area is starting to grow up here. We can kind of continue this ring out this way as well. Let's go ahead and actually just kind of hit all of these off while it's daytime, because that's going to save us some time if we have to go back down there. Which we presumably will. Now. Love me some feather falling boots. Okay, great. So that saved us some building of scaffold and running around up underneath stuff and what have you. Now, one thing that I was also thinking about doing, and let's go ahead and try this out. Let's save right here. Oh, we're going to need this. Get out some netherrack. Okay, we want this to be low enough that we can still step out. Really? Okay, there it is. Okay. So I was thinking about possibly adding a layer of those quartz things around out here. And the way we would do that would be kind of to initially add a ring of netherrack scaffolding, because it's super easy to break, along here. Actually, no, it would go here, let's say. Dang it. Okay. Super easy to break, just as hard to place as everything else in the freaking game. Okay. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I'm terrible at clicking on things. I don't know if you guys have noticed that yet. That clicking on things is just not my strong point. Okay. Wrong thing to click on, Joe. Like, I used to be so much better at clicking on things, but I think it's the baby. I think the baby and the not sleeping has stolen my ability to not click on the wrong thing all the time. But it's okay, because we love baby Corinne. We're just going to have to route around the damage by clicking on the right things on the 3rd or 4th try. So no worries there. That is easy. Okay. So I almost wonder if one block out isn't far enough out. Because on the corners there, that's going to be too tight almost. Right? Maybe on the corners I'll come an extra block out just to kind of give it that cool factor, and then we'll go ahead like kind of this. Ooh, not like that at all. Nothing like that. More like this. And maybe I should have some of those be lower on this side, in the same way that the ring is going to arc upward as we go further back over on the outside there. Okay, let's go ahead and, once again, the corners here, we want plenty of extra space. So now I'm in this water stream, and that's not ideal. So we're just going to continue building our handy-dandy scaffold-dandy thing here. Speaking of Andy, the guy who plays Andy on Parks and Rec is apparently going to be starring in the new Lego movie. And the new Lego movie looks kind of hilarious because it uses everything that Lego has ever purchased the rights to use in a movie. So, for example, the 1992 NBA All-Stars are in the movie because Lego happens to own the motion picture rights to that. And so that is a thing that they can just produce without additional contracts. Lego Batman, Lego Superman. Essentially, like I said, everything that Lego owns the rights to already, which is pretty much everything that's cool or worth making a movie about. So, generic spaceman's going to be in there. I'm excited. Across the board, I think it'll be a good picture. No! Did not want to break that. I wanted to use a netherrack so I wouldn't accidentally break the dirt. I didn't think about accidentally breaking the quartz. Okay. Well, even without doing the change in elevation over here, I kind of like this. The crooked ring, though, might just be what looks best. Okay, so we are now going to jump down here and, well, we were going to try and hit the water in the process, but let's get a quick look at that and see if that kind of gives it. Yeah, okay, the second ring there definitely gives it more of a floating look. The netherrack actually has the right form, although it obviously has the wrong texture and color. But there might be something to even having a third loop underneath it there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still, I haven't completed the outer loop on the uphill, so I'm gonna have to play with that before I decide if I like that. But in the very least, this white loop is cool. So what we are gonna want to do though is possibly add some more netherrack, or not netherrack, glowstone into the underside here to make sure that it is sufficiently well lit, so that these white stripes actually look white. Because otherwise they'll just be like dark and not fun. And not fun is the opposite of fun, which is, of course, what we do not want. So, like, if I put one up here, That's going to keep that part lit. And let's see, where's a good place for another one? Right there. It would be a perfect place. That was just like magically anticipating my needs. There's another good one. And right up there. Cool. So that should look awesome. Now we can go through here and quickly and quietly, without waking the baby, and wow, I almost just screamed as I fell off there. Okay, it's okay. I'm in complete mastery of my environment. Oh, except for that part. That part was really somebody else's environment that I happened to be playing in, and I can't expect to know everything about everywhere. You know, I get lost in malls all the time. When did malls stop having as many directories? I think they want you to get lost so you spend more money. Like, when I go to the mall, I need to buy a particular thing. And I want to buy it now. I don't want to wander around the mall trying to find where your store is. I want to go to your store and then leave with the thing that I wanted to buy. And you got money. Congratulations, person who lived in the mall. Or sold stuff. I guess most people who sell stuff in the mall don't live there. It's not like with the, like, shoe stores and whatnot, where the people who make the shoes live over top of them. I don't know if they do that in other countries, but like in a lot of places in America, like the people that make stuff like will have a shop and then the shop is underneath where they live. Yeah, it seems like that top ring just feels too tight now, which once again does not solve the railing issue, but it is Minecraft. Maybe we should just be expected not to fall off of stuff. No, that's a completely unreasonable expectation. Well, that's definitely looking better. Why don't we hop back up there real quick and maybe give it a once-over. And you know what I'm thinking about doing too is even adding another ring around the very bottom tip of this somehow. But the scaffold in here with the ladder is going to be in the way. Cool. Well, it looks like there's plenty of detail work to be done up here still. But the core concept is demonstrably solid, and you just kind of come through here and have these rings maybe there, and then up to here, and then kind of over to here. I mean, this kind of works. It's so hard to do some of this stuff right. You could even remove these blocks now and put a glowstone block in right here. Yeah, I think that the core concept is sound. The application is roughly functional. We can go ahead and just like lay this piece in right here. Great. Get rid of this one because it's completely unnecessary. Then kind of come up to here. Boom. Whoa, that's not where I wanted to fall to my death. Okay, I was worried I heard a creeper because sometimes that cracking sound sounds like a creeper. But anyway, let's go on back here to our town square and get, or at least Cleo's house. Take a look-see at this. How does this look? See? Well, I'd say that is not bad. And can I get to the top of this part of the building? Is this a roof that's accessible? One day we'll have ender pearls again on this server, and I cannot wait. Yeah, I think that works. The elevation change isn't significant enough that you can actually see it from down here, though, which is kind of unfortunate. Let's go ahead and see if we can see anything different from Monkey Farm's house. Like, oh, dang it, Brain, you're the worst. I don't even know if Monkey Farm's house has a ladder up to the top there yet. But let's get out of this rain. Future home of Monkey Farm. Well, he bricked it up. He doesn't want us going in there. But, yeah, I don't know. I think, oh, that's kind of interesting. I think I might need to dip the front part of the railing down more. But I'm going to provisionally say that this works. So, anyway, until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.